Yes, I have a few.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you are leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time, but let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance, like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offers?
I put out some feelers for Dahlia.
Are you prepared for tonight's meeting?
So, what do you think of Storm?
I am eager to work alongside her.
She has that effect on people.
Even on you?
She was my mentor. Of course I respected her. But it had to be earned. Some leaders blather on to avoid making tough decisions. But not Storm.
She did not go into much detail about the extent of her powers, but they sound impressive.
Impressive? She is 100% grade A badass.
100 badasses. Got it.
You are hopeless.
Magic.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important.
Emo kids?
Yes, that.
The meeting is
I
tonight.
can never keep up. Then I should wrap up.
Are you going to the meeting?
Yes.
Are you heading?
So don't get mad, but
I do not like it, but I can live with it.
that's where I'm at, as long as it's just a night. All right, let's do this.
Lead the way.
How much did need?
She...
I suspect you have.
Are you...
I
do not...
Oh, kiddo. Hop. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self.
Not just...
Another night, another ritual. We could at least...
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Caretaker rarely...
Haha, raw power. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
Now,
We can begin.
what is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle.
Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you!
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No,
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith mean?
I think Sarah can...
I think you're right. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
I will talk to Sarah.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of star...
I'm disappointed.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self. Can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait.
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
It is better than not knowing, but I am still figuring out how to feel about it.
That's normal. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I think that's it.
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
I never expected I'd be here. Before I met you.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hello, Hunter.
I was hoping to... But...
The off... I won't hold back.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
Peace.
You are gonna love this. Give me a sec. Okay, so. Genius inventor strikes again. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Good day, Hunter.
All right, then.
Hey, look.
I like where this is going. Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
It will be done.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Do you still count as a living legend? Or did they put an asterisk right next to your name? about time!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Feeling pretty good about this. Mojo Gusto!
Some for the rest of us.
Our enemies came unprepared.
Insert catchphrase here!
Now that was something.
Face your end!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
This is what you came for!
I am impressed. I am impressed.
Brace yourself!
Your fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight.
Should I be worried?
Your mother abandons you. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Allow me!
Leave some for the rest of us.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Heading to book club.
Meet you there.
See you there.
I should not be this nervous. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
I liked this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
Exactly. This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than... At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the Cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors?
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Kree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's Book Club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
So, why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. And that's how we defeat our enemy.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death.
Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
Well, I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnip?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with...
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad?
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You leaving?
I should leave.
Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Actually, I didn't connect with it at all. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You didn't like it?
It's more that I didn't have the context. But you do, and you clearly like the book, so...
So...
I wanted to see it through your eyes. If you don't mind, I'd like that context.
I don't mind.
Okay, then.
Most of my time at Central is hurry up and wait. Stop by when I'm waiting. We'll talk.
I will.
Are we allowed to take trophies home? No, it's not.
I have something for you.
Oh? You are good at following.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. The caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
What's the latest intel? Now we know what they're up to. This should keep someone busy. If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
Butts and kick bubblegum.
Stay out of trouble.
Yo, it's good to see you.
What do we have today?
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
Got more coil for me? I feel like I could automate this process and take my... Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me.
Thanks, Hunter.
What's up, Hunter?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.